So everyone is fundamentally having a very personal experience in their reality. What does that mean? It means that when you live your life, you only interact with key people. So these key characters in your main story are the people you are close with. And these people you are very close with are your theme you are playing out. There's always something going on, isn't there? In your close relationships. What is that? These are the themes playing out. And unless it's solved, they're gonna return and return and return. Also in different shapes, in different meat suits. Because you, as consciousness, wants to experience the resolving of that theme. So what theme am I talking about? It's about self-empowerment. So maybe you felt very disempowered when you were little in the past. So your consciousness projected itself into a body to incarnate into. The experience is tremendous limitation. Next thing what happens is you transcend limitations because you grow up, you grow stronger, more independent, right? Along the way, the challenges go deeper and deeper and they become more nuanced. So at first, your challenges are blatantly obvious, almost comical, like clowns just being put inside your world, tricksters. But then they become more sophisticated, more intelligent, more cunning, more subtle. This is the progression of consciousness. Another level, another devil. We're never done. We're never done playing the game. We're never done with challenges. The main character arc is you empowering yourself so much that you go through every challenge and the next challenge and the next challenge. This means whatever you encounter in life, you put there and it's only you. You're only ever with yourself. So what does it mean when you are alone? When you are alone, everyone is absorbed inside of you. Every person is inside of your head still talking. When a person is physically gone, they're not gone from your consciousness. They're still there. And you will manifest them in physicality yet again. And they will manifest you in physicality yet again. That's how a connection works, a bond. The connection that pops up is you create the person in your head. This is a vortex, energy vortex. You generate thoughts. And this thought machine, you are the energizer of the thought machine. The higher level of creation is deeper. It has to do with the higher level of awareness, which is pure feeling, consciousness, intention and desire and will. So this is the highest form of creation. You will, you command something into existence. The lower parts of creation have to do with emotional charges, emotional pendulums and a lot of thoughts. So you are bombarded with thoughts all the time, right? This comes from the lower ego mind. This comes from the lower self. The lower self is based in survival mode. Survival instinct is the prime director of that energy. The thoughts and emotions follow that. It's all about survival and self-preservation. It serves the ego. You have to control the lower self. The lower self will absolutely destroy your experience because it will wreak havoc on your life. If you make the lower self into the leader of your life, it will always seek safety and comfort in a world that's never safe and comfortable. Because it's looking through the lens, the paradigm, that everything is separate and that 3D is dangerous. It's not connected with the higher levels of being. So the remedy of this is to connect your lower self with the higher levels of being, that you are in your core, eternal and immortal spirit. The lower self wants safety, wants comfort. So the lower self's directive is to go to the comfort zone. This is in direct opposition with your heart. Your higher self starts with your heart, throat, third eye, crown. That's your higher aspect of self. The lower self is based in survival, based on the ground, in the heel, the hell realm, right? Connect these with the higher levels. This is what Kundalini awakening is about. You pop open the higher levels, higher cognitive functions that are also connected to the brain, the left and the right hemisphere. The thoughts and emotions, the triggers, are a survival mode mechanism. They are very intense, they are primal, they are primal instincts based in our biology. When we are triggered, it's all about survival. We need the nearest food source, shelter, sex, procreation. The base desires are there. This is why in this day and age it's so easy to stay comfortable, stay at home with all the comfort and not leave the house. Many people develop agoraphobia, which is a fear of leaving the home. You stay there and it's very comfortable, it's cozy, you have food there, you occasionally go out to the grocery store to get your needs met, and then you go home again. It's very safe. But it is in direct contradiction with the higher self aspects. So the higher self aspects wants different things. It has a different prime directive. The prime directive of the higher self is to awaken to who you truly are, to reconnect with your immortal, eternal self, which is the creator in you. It's the knowing that you create this whole experience. That imagination is what you are experiencing, the imagination of the divine in you. That's the prime directive of the higher self. So when you talk to the higher self never talks about survival. The higher self always says, oh, it will be all right. Just stay in the now. Stay in the now, relax, everything is taken care of. Relax. And then it's in contradiction with the lower self. The lower self is like, how? But where do I get these resources from? What am I gonna do? How? What? Why? When? It's always in survival mode, always stress. And then the higher self battles with this. This internal battle and struggle is expressed in the external through abusive relationships, wars in the physical world, politics, everything. Every conflict is based on the struggle within. Ancient texts are based on the struggle within. They are symbolic for the struggle within, the lower self against the higher self. We also have a midsection self, that's the emotional self, that's based on compassion, empathy, emotion. Higher self is pure creation. Pure creation. So you have to master the lower self and the middle self. Okay, lower self is fear, right? Fear. You have to higher, or the middle self. The middle self. Mixed section is the bridge between that. You have to master the lower self with the authority of the higher self. So the higher self is your authority. You are the creator. That's the authority. So whatever situation you encounter in your survival 3D world, you say, I created this, and I created this for my highest good. Why did I create this? For my highest good. I don't know, but I trust. And then you see it play out exactly as it should, and then you get to know, oh, that's why I went through that. Thank you. And then you'll be eternally grateful. That's how it works. Higher self also has the bigger picture. Lower self can't see anything. It's blind. It has to put trust in the higher self anyway. But it thinks it has control, and it never will have, and it never had control in the first place. Never. You don't control when the sun comes up. You don't control your life in that way. Your higher self got you. That's what it means to become the creator. Connect with the higher aspects of self.